This Friday marks the 10th anniversary of the passing of EWTN Foundress Mother Angelica. Every day this week, we will bring you reflections on Mother Angelica and her impact on viewers across the globe. We begin with the chairman of the board and chief executive officer of EWTN, Michael Warsaw, recounting a story about Mother Angelica to EWTN News president and COO Montse Alvarado.
When in the 1990s we were working to begin to build the international television channels, which now exist all over the world, we were struggling to get that going. And as with all things with Mother and EWTN, lots of ideas, didn't have the money to do what we wanted. And so one day after we had been meeting, and as we did every day virtually for several hours, I would always at the end of our meetings walk her back through the network and back up to the cloister. And so we were finished a meeting, walking down the hallway, and there's a glass hallway that looks out over the satellite dishes and on the back of EWTN. And she stopped and she kind of looked out and she said, "You know, when your wife really wants something, and she continues to nag at you about that and say that she wants, do you eventually give in to her?" And I laughed and I said, "Absolutely, Mother, it's absolutely." And she said, "Well, that's what I'm doing with our Lord. I figure if I nag him continually about getting us what we need to do this launch, eventually he's got to give in, right?" "Absolutely, Mother, sure." But, there were a couple of things I took away from that, because it's a funny story, but it underscored, along with many other experiences in my life and times with Mother, it underscored how deeply personal her relationship with our Lord was. That she saw her relationship with Christ as her spouse, as a religious, just as deeply, just as personally, just as tangibly as I saw my relationship with my own wife. And that was a great gift, I think, to be able to see that and to see that in her. And that helped certainly deepen my own relationship with our Lord, to see that witness with her. And of course, she as in all things, Mother Angelica did what she said she would do. She continued to nag our Lord.
Yes.
And a few weeks later, we got the funding from a donor to be able to move forward with the project and to begin the work on it. So, all things in Providence.
And this Friday, March 27th, EWTN will air the Holy Mass for Mother Angelica from Rome at 11 a.m. Eastern. You won't want to miss it.